Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Sherry, and we're here in our beautiful home in Haiku, upcountry Maui. And we're talking about conscious commentary. And ever since I've known Tom, I've never watched so many movies in my whole life. And there was a time where I didn't watch any movie because I thought it wasn't spiritual enough. And I'm telling you, after I watch any movie with Tom, that I have a whole new perspective on very obscure, unique movies. So I have a question for Tom. He's hung out with the biggest names in the world. And I want to know what you had in common with Elisabeth Talor.
Well, film is something I had in common with Elisabeth Talor. She is more into film than anybody I've ever met. Matter of fact, she spends a great deal of her time renting just stacks of old movies that she goes through. These are the old, she goes back to even Charlie Chaplin and the silent films. And then all the way through the 30s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. And she was helping make films during many of those decades. And her excitement about film is a lot of fun for me because she likes every aspect of filmmaking. Film is such a broad palette to paint. There is not just the acting, there's not just the actor and the actress or the story. There's lighting, there's sound, there's camera work, there's the directing, there's raising the money to do all of this and putting that up, organizing people who can finance the project. And one of the things I've learned about film is one of the most important things in the entire project is the writer. Hardly anybody ever hears about the writer, but the writer is the person that has written the material. Without the material, you don't need any actors, directors, directors of photography, etc. The writer, if he's got a good story and he submits the story, and a film company reviews that script and likes it and wants to make a film about it, then it has a chance of ending up on the screen. But you should see what it looks like, for instance, in a producer's office or a director's office. Every one I've been in has shelves that cover the back wall, and on those shelves are stacks of scripts, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not tens of thousands, of scripts that are submitted every day. And the number of those that make it to the film, that's one of the reasons I pay attention to films. If it made it through the process that it has to go through to get to actually be made as a film where you have people buying popcorn to watch that thing, something is there that is worth watching, something. So you pay attention to the lighting, you pay attention to the directing, you pay attention to the writing, you pay attention to the actors, the actresses. I look at a scene in a movie and I look back on the mantle and I see what pictures are being hung. I know there are set directors that have set that set up. They are skilled at their art. That's the other thing in the film industry. There are 1,000 people waiting in line to take your job. There are 1,000 people who want to do lighting that don't have a job doing lighting, waiting for somebody to not be happy with the way that it's being done, and they can move into that slot.
And so you were a teacher to a lot of
people in the industry. So
can we talk about that next?
Yeah.
What they wanted from you?
Very exciting to talk about that, yeah.